Thank you so much for coming to our social media boot camp, a training where our main goal here is to just share some best practices about social media and best ways that you can use it for everything in your unit. This is for Cub Scouts, Scouts PSA, Sea Scouts, Venturers, Explorers. It applies to everyone. So welcome. My name is John Whitaker. I'm the field director for the Greater Hudson Valley Council. We're going to be talking about a few different things here. The first thing we're going to go over is understanding social media, creating a social media strategy, best practices for social media, hands-on training and resources, and hands-on training and practice, conclusions and resources. So, understanding social media. Why is social media important for scouting volunteers? Number one is communication. Social media provides an efficient and convenient way to communicate with parents, scouts, and the wider community. Leaders can share important announcements, event details, updates, and reminders easily and instantly. Community building. Social media platforms enable Cub Scout leaders to create and nurture a sense of community among scouts, parents, and volunteers. It allows them to share stories, achievements, photos, fostering a positive and supporting environment. Engagement offers opportunities for interactive and engaging activities. Leaders can organize polls, contests, discussions to involve scouts and parents actively. This promotes participation, feedback, and a sense of belonging. Information sharing. Through social media, leaders can share valuable resources, training material, educational content, all related to scouting. They can also provide links to helpful websites, articles, videos, enriching the scouting experience for everyone involved. And of course, recruitment. Social media can be an effective tool for recruiting new scouts and volunteers. Leaders can showcase the benefits of scouting, highlight success stories, and promote upcoming events, attracting potential participants to join the Cub Scouting program or scouting program in general. So, some common social media platforms and their features. Some of these are going to look very familiar. Some of them maybe not, but we're going to talk about what they are and what they can be used for, and maybe a couple that you probably want to avoid in a scouting environment. So the first one is Facebook. Everyone knows Facebook. Most people have Facebook. This is probably the best platform to use because most people, especially parents, are on Facebook. It's a widely used social networking platform. It allows users to create profiles, connect with friends and families, and joins groups, shares updates, photos, videos, a whole bunch of different stuff. Instagram is also a great platform. This is more like a visual-oriented platform. It's primarily focused on sharing photos and videos, and it's just a great way to kind of give a visual presentation on social media. And you might be able to find a different demographic on Instagram as compared to Facebook, younger families and things like that. Twitter. Twitter is a popular social networking. It can be used for short messages. It might be good for in a scouting environment to provide quick updates, links, photos, and things like that. So you can use Twitter for that. YouTube. If you create a video of your blue and gold or an Eagle Court of Honor, or just a hiking trip, a highlight reel, you can upload it to YouTube, and then you can use that YouTube video to share to other platforms. Nextdoor app. Nextdoor, it's a social networking platform. It's designed to connect people who live in the same neighborhood or community. So you sign up individually, and you it's specific to your neighborhood, and it can be used to share information about local events, news, safety alerts, lost pets, and also community related events and things like, I don't know, an upcoming scout meeting, or maybe you have scouting for food coming up. You can post that information on Nextdoor. LinkedIn, that is the professional networking platform. You can use scouting it to update your resume and say that you're a volunteer. So that's a good thing. You can maybe connect and find other volunteers through that way. And also these two guys, TikTok and Snapchat, they're lots of fun. Kids love them, but probably not the best social media platforms to use for scouting, because it is the kind of like the wild west on those platforms. All right. So next thing, when developing a social media strategy, you want to define your goals and your audience. As a leader, it's crucial to start by clearly defining your goals and really identify your target audience. Consider what you hope to achieve through your social media presence. Are you looking to increase awareness of your unit? Are you looking to recruit new members? Are you looking to engage with current scouts and their families? Understanding your goals will help you shape your content and messaging accordingly. Additionally, define your target audience by considering their demographics, interests, and preferences to tailor your content effectively. Choosing the right social media platforms. Can't stress this enough. Not all social media platforms are created equal, and it's important to choose which ones that align with your goals and your audience. Consider the popular platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as well as other local or specialized platforms that may be relevant in your community. Each platform has its strengths and features, so evaluate which ones best suit your needs. For example, Facebook might be ideal for sharing updates with parents, Instagram, showcasing the Cub Scout activities through visual content. Creating a content plan. Once you have identified your goals and chosen the appropriate social media platforms, it's time to create a plan. This plan should outline what types of content you will create and share, how often you will post, and the overall tone and messaging you want to convey. It's important to strike a balance between promoting your PAX activities, sharing educational content related to scouting, highlighting the achievements of your Cub Scouts, and consider using a mix of photos, videos, text updates, and links to keep your content engaging and diverse. It's important to set guidelines for engagement. As a leader managing a social media presence, it's really important to establish clear guidelines for engagement. This includes how you will respond to comments, questions, and messages from followers. Determine the tone and language you want to use when interacting with others online, and ensure that all responses adhere to scouting principles and policies. Encourage positive and respectful interactions within your online community, and address any inappropriate or offensive behavior promptly. Fortunately, it happens. You just gotta watch out for it and take action. And you want to measure your success. To gauge the effectiveness of your social media strategy, it's important to establish metrics and regularly measure your success. Consider tracking metrics such as the number of followers or engagement rates, like likes, comments, and shares. If you have a unit website, is it driven by is the website traffic driven by your social media? The number of inquiries or new recruits attributed to your social media efforts. Those metrics will provide insights into what content resonates with your audience and help you make data-driven decisions to refine and improve your social media strategy over time. And remember, maintaining a successful social media presence requires consistency and authenticity, and a willingness to adapt. All right. So some tips for creating engaging content. You're going to want to use high quality photos and videos. Can't stress this enough. The super small pixely videos are photos and videos that people sometimes post where it's not clear exactly what they're doing. or maybe the lighting is bad or anything like that, it's not worth posting. You want to try to get high quality photos and videos of what's happening, because you are marketing and promoting your unit's program. Highlight individual scouts and leaders. It personalizes your content. It shows that when a family is looking to join your pack or troop, they could see in real time the effects of scouting and how people accomplish really cool things there. And also it'll make your people in your pack feel good about themselves when you highlight and promote them online. Share updates on upcoming events, activities to keep your followers informed. You want to share stories and anecdotes to add a personal touch to your content, and use hashtags. So the hashtag is the pound sign on your phone. For example, hashtag Cub Scouts. So if you are like, for example, my Cub Scout pack is Pack 11 Kingston, we could do a hashtag Pack 11 Kingston or Kingston Scouting or anything like that. And that way they can follow that hashtag and make and follow what you are posting. All right. And here's some examples of photos. Here's a really great photo of a Cub Scout pack after a Pinewood Derby. You can see everyone, they're smiling, they're happy. It's a big group. It looks like a lot of fun. Here's another one. This is a scout at Camp Bullowa. You can see her smiling face and her target success here. So that's a really great photo to use for your social media. Cub Scouting, what do people think of Cub Scouting? They think of citizenship, adventure, character building, right? Learning how to do things like shooting BB guns, archery, things like that. So action shots like that are really important. A picture of scouts doing service. This is a great photo of a scout visiting a senior center. This Cub Scout pack went to a senior center and visited, and they had really great photos of the seniors and scouts interacting together. Also, when talking about preparing posts to make it a story, I'll just give you an example of what this Cub Scout pack did. They wrote a little bit of story about their hiking trip. Today, some of our scouts went on Poets Walk and hiked 2.2 miles down to the Hudson River and back. Our scouts picked the trail we wanted to take and where we would take a snack break. The scouts even listened to the weather radio to make sure the rain stayed away. So that's great. It really makes it personal and interesting. So posting frequency and timing. It's important that you don't want to post too much. You don't want to post too little. Also, it's probably not the best idea to post something at 11 p.m. at night, because no one is online at that time that might interact with your stuff, with your content. So you're going to have to, when you start posting, you have to determine if you want to post at least once a day. You want to post maybe 4 times a week, something that's a realistic, achievable goal for yourself when deciding what kind of content you want to post and when to post it. You don't want to be overwhelming. You also don't want to be absent. Responding to comments and messages, make sure that you are responding to them as promptly as you can, and being kind and courteous and taking care of all those things. It's also responding to comments and messages. It builds trust within the people that follow your page. They know that they can talk to you. It feels like there's a real person behind it. Protecting the privacy and safety of the scouts. Of course, very important. Make sure that you don't use their names and their full names with their last name. And then let's talk about some common social media mistakes. Don't post controversial or divisive content. Maybe you have a very strong opinion about the debt ceiling, but that's doesn't need to be talked about during a Cub Scout post about a hike, right? So you don't want to you don't want to post stuff like that online. You also want to proofread all your content. There's nothing worse than posting something that you really shouldn't have posted. Just taking a quick look at it before you send it out, so you don't have to keep correcting it over and over again. Failing to respond to comments and messages, not a good thing. And you want to post content that's relevant, not irrelevant. So keep it scouting related, and keep it related to everything in your realm of what's happening with your unit. One other thing I wanted to say about protecting the privacy and safety of scouts: make sure that you obtain permission from parents before sharing any photos or videos of scouts, that's an important part to do that. So setting up your social media accounts, we're going to talk about specifically Facebook and Instagram today. We're going to show you some stuff for that, so we're gonna go over that. And Facebook pages and groups, it's important to remember that what we're talking about here is a Facebook page is a public page that people can find you and people can interact with, message you. You can create events from. That is different from a group for parents and families that only people in your unit can participate in. So it's important to have both things, especially when you want to look at your options for online advertising. You need to have that public Facebook page. And then Instagram, you can link it with Facebook. That's your your business page for your unit, or your business page for the unit, as well as in Instagram. So you don't have to recreate the wheel. You can actually set up where you post on Instagram, you post on Facebook, and vice versa. And then creating and scheduling content. One of the nice tools with Facebook is that you can actually schedule when your content goes out. So maybe you pick a Sunday afternoon, you have some time off, and you want to post some things, 4 posts throughout the week. You can actually schedule it on Sunday, so you don't have to take time out of your day to keep doing it every day of the week. All right. So we're going to talk about Facebook, how to make a post, public page events, a private parents page, why that's a good thing, online advertising, and then I also want to talk about ChatGPT. So if you're not familiar with this is a really helpful tool that you can use to write social media posts. If you have, you might be someone who is thinking, John, I don't know what to say. I'm not good at writing. You can actually put into the website and ask for it to, hey, write a Facebook post about my Cub Scout PAX hike last weekend, and it'll do it. And then you can ask it to make edits and stuff. So I'm going to show you that in a moment as well. Instagram, I'm going to show you how to create an account on Instagram, that you do it on your phone. And of course, we're going to talk about beascout.org and why that's relevant for social media. Be a branding website. It can be very helpful, especially if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of pictures of your scouts in action. And then ghvbsa.org/membership for volunteers. That is the go-to spot for everything membership. We're getting that page up to date, getting ready for our fall membership drive in September. All right, so now we're going to take a field trip. I am going to stop sharing for a moment. Everyone with me still? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you guys see Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. So this is my Facebook page, and I'm going to show you how to do Facebook posts and stuff. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So I run a couple of different things. I partner with Bethany on managing the Greater Hudson Valley Council Facebook page, but I'm also the new member coordinator for my Cub Scout pack in Kingston. So I manage this page. So I'm going to click here, and this is our Cub Scout page. And as you can see, last time I posted was on May 6th. I actually got a text from a committee chair yesterday asking where's the next post. So sometimes it's okay. People, they come and go, with their posts, but it's important to keep trying. Now I want to make a post here, but one of the things you might notice if you're familiar with Facebook is that there's no post button here. So you actually have to go up to your icon on the top right, and you have to select your profile. So I'm going to select Cub Scout Pack 11 Kingston. And here I am. All right. So I'm going to upload some photos. I'm going to do a post. And I had a couple of Cub Scouts visit Camp Bullowa. And also went to the Stony Point battlefield. So I'm going to make a post about that. So here's my post. I just selected those photos there. When you can edit all of them in the online, you can actually rearrange them. So people love seeing a group of Cub Scouts together. So I'm going to put that one right there, and then I'm going to show the volunteer helping the scout out, and the scout shooting arrow by himself, and then some photos of the scout at Stony Point battlefield. So I arranged that how I want. Now I don't know what to write. Let's see. Let me go to my friend ChatGPT. So this is the website you want to visit, and you can, when you create an account with them, you can use your Google account or just any email address. Do it. So I'm gonna ask a question. Write me a Facebook post about my Cub Scouts visiting Camp Bullowa for the archery shooting day with a special side trip to the Stony Point battlefield. And it's writing it right now. Hope you guys can see that. Right, Bethany? Everyone can see that?
Yep. Wow, that's a big post.
It is a big post, but this is important. It's going. It's going. Look at that. It even adds the hashtags right there. Please make it only one. Oh, I don't know why I said please. Please make it only one paragraph. Okay. So I'm just going to take this. So what an incredible day our Cub Scouts had at Camp Bullowa. They embraced the spirit of adventure and learned the art of archery, hitting bullseye, focus, determination, but the excitement didn't end there. Took a special side trip to the historic Stony Point battlefield. Yada, yada, yada. Revolutionary War. All right. So I'm going to take this, copy. I'm going to go to my Facebook post. Post. And then you can actually add a button where you can, I'll show you that. If you add a button. Yep. All right. So this is it. So there's my post. And that's it. So if you're stuck, you're having some writer's block, you can use ChatGPT to help you make a post. So there's that. All right, so now I am going to show you how to make an event. Now this is important because you can use this to do your online advertising. So where's the event? There it is. All right, so here's events. This is all events around here. It has nothing to do with my pack. So you're gonna hit on the left-hand side here, create new event. And when you do an event on Facebook, it automatically picks the picture that is your header picture for Facebook. So that's there. I might change it. Pack 11 Kingston end of year celebration. So this is an event that we have coming up. It's on June 9th and it's at 6:30 p.m. You're going to click in person and then you can actually put in the you can start. Oh, come on. There we go. Sauk Hill Fire Department. I don't even need to know the address. I can just type the location in and it'll find it. And what are the details? Come celebrate you can also use ChatGPT to do this. Come celebrate the end of the year and join our pack before the summer activities begin. I'll edit this later to make it a little better. Let's just say you could add a co-host, like if you're linked with a troop, I could link with a troop that maybe we're doing something together. And I'm going to create the event. While it loads, this is it. This is the event. It's Friday, June 9th. It's at the Sauk Hill Fire Department. Everyone's invited. We're going to have hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff. Now the next thing what I want to do is I want to promote it online. I want to pay for my own online advertising. So I'm going to see this boost event button here. You're going to select that. As it loads, this is the preview. This is what the ad is going to look like. So come celebrate the end of the year and join our package for the summer activities begin. And then you can select your audience. So there's something called Advantage Audience. This is something that Facebook automatically determines around where the event's taking place. And that might not be what you're looking for. You might want to do something a little more targeted. So you can click people you choose through targeting. And so I'm going to edit that. That's the little button there. And I want to I'll narrow it down to 22 years old to 56 years old. And I don't want 50 miles from Kingston. So I'm going to X that out. Kingston. Oh no. I made a mistake. All right, so I'm going to start over. I'm going to click this button. And I can lower it to about 10 miles or 11 miles because it's pack 11. Save audience. And there you go. So I want the end date to be right before the event. So you can do it, maybe I just want to, I have to do it. You have to do at least $1 a day. So one thing I might do is I created the event now. I'll promote it through organic ways by having my families share it on their social media pages and things like that. And then about 14 days out, I can go in and then set up this advertisement, and voila, it's only $14, and it'll reach approximately 500 people. That fits the description. You can make it so like if you know of a community event happening, or maybe like a school field day where parents are going to be coming in and out. of you can drop the pin at that school, so whenever they come, the ad will be on their phone or their Facebook page. So yeah, so this is how you do this event online advertising. You can do this with all your posts. The posts I made before in real time, you can actually boost that too for people to see it. And this is just a helpful way to promote your program for people to see it. All right, so I'm not actually going to do that right now. All right, so another thing I wanted to show you is something called BSA Brand Center. This is a really great website and tool that you can use if you're just starting out. When I started my Cub Scout pack, this is what I used. So when you log in to the BSA Brand Center, these are all the folders that you can choose from. So let's take a look at Cub Scouts. And it has previous membership campaign things. This year's theme is adventure on, hashtag adventure on. So you can use that if you like, or you can go to photos, and this will be just generic photos of scouting. You want to promote a Pinewood Derby event? Well, they have a bunch of pictures here of Pinewood Derby, some with uniforms. Wow, they updated it, Bethany. Look at that. That was not there before. So, you know, there's some really great recruiting tools here that you can use. Let's take a look. Maybe you have a bike rodeo coming up. You can use these. So yeah, so these are high quality social media images that you can use for your pack. They're generic enough that it can be used for any social media platform for any unit. So let's take a look at some Scouts BSA. Even has logos, same thing, photos, hiking. I don't have boys and girls. So lots of great things here that you can look at. So you're going to want to head to membership for volunteers. That is, let me show you on the website. That is this button here, leader resources. Click here. This is the membership page, yeah, so you can find it here, and this is the page we're updating it right now, and so make sure you check that out. The other thing I wanted to mention is bscout.org. It's important to update your bscout.org for visibility. A lot of times people will Google Cub Scouting near me, and when that happens is that if you live in Fishkill, they type in the zip code, you're going to look for Cub Scout units near Fishkill. It'll take you to bscout.org. And so you want to make sure that your pin is updated. And you can do that through my.scouting.org. To do that, let me know, or let your field manager know if you need help with that. bscout.org it's important for recruiting. You can develop, QR codes that can lead people directly to fill out an application online. It's a really good way of communicating with parents that ask questions through the, when they submit a lead to get more information. So very, very important to make sure you sign up to do your bscout.org page. All right. Okay. Bear with me. Share my screen again. All right, Bethany, can you see this?
Yep.
All right. So hands-on training practices. So Instagram. Instagram is primarily done on the phone. So I didn't really see, I've never really done it on the desktop. I'm honestly not sure you can. So I did some screenshots of Instagram. So this is my personal page. So I'm going to show you here how to create a new Facebook account. Anyone can do it. So what you do is when you're on your Facebook page, you're good. Go to your personal profile, and on the bottom corner here, you'll see your profile. You're going to hold that button down. When you hold that down, this will pop up, and this will show the different accounts that you're associated with. You're going to click add account, and then you can log into an existing account. Maybe, like, for example, Bethany wants to add me to the Greater Hudson Valley Council Instagram page, which you still need to do. Then I can log into the existing account with the login information, and then it'll all be connected. Or you can, but for this purpose, you probably need to create a new account, and then you select your username, and there you go. And that's how you do it. I suggest a username that makes sense, like Pack One Beacon. If that's taken, it'll help you figure out something that's close to that. So that's how you start your an Instagram. So there's different ways you can use Instagram. You can use it to post pictures, videos. If you want to do something that's like TikTok, Reels you can use Reels for Instagram. That is one of the things you can do on Instagram. All right. So I can't not mention this. Social media and popcorn. It's very important. Social media is a great tool to help with your popcorn sale. So you want to create a social media plan, right? This is your popcorn. You can create a plan for your popcorn sale. A timeline, your specific goal, and what social media platform you want to use. You want to use eye-catching visuals. You want to stand out when you're asking people to donate money so you can sell popcorn. You want to share your story. What's happening? Are you trying to go to summer camp? Are you going to Sea Base? What is it that you're doing? Share that story that people can relate to and want to buy popcorn from you. Encourage sharing. Social media, things can go viral. You never know. There's a lot of scouts do that online popcorn ordering, try to get someone from all 50 states. I've seen it done many times, and so encourage sharing, and that's a good way to spread the word of Johnny Scout wants to sell popcorn to go to Philmont, but he wants to also sell popcorn in every state. So encourage sharing that way. Maybe offer incentives. And maybe you're doing a show and sell at a store, and you can say, the first 10 people that come and reference this Facebook post gets X, something like that. Just an idea. You can look at this screen. These are very important topics coming up for scouting. So next week we have our popcorn kickoff. That's on May 31st, 7 p.m. on Zoom. And then we have our membership kickoff, where we go to deep dive into the membership plan for the fall. That includes the online advertising. We are going to pay for at least one online advertising for units that hold a recruiting event before Thunderbird games. So make sure you come to that to find information there. And also, don't forget, come to our camps. We've got 2 great Cub Scouting programs happening. We have Durland Family Camp on June 3rd and August 5th. And then we have 5 weeks of Cub Scout Day Camp at Bullowa. And make sure you come to one of those weeks, visit the camps. And also we have our wonderful summer camp up in the Adirondacks, Camp Reed. So definitely check us out. In conclusion, just remember, social media, it's only one tool in your toolbox in terms of recruiting. You still have to do the other things. You have to do the parent-to-parent recruiting, the scout-to-scout recruiting. You got to do the yard signs, the flyers, the everything. You have to do it all. But social media is just another way to recruit. Just remember, I think it takes, on average, someone has to see something about scouting at least 7 times before they join. Right, Bethany?
That's correct. Seven touch points.
7 touch points. Thank you. That's what it takes to get a new family to join scouting, and that's it's very difficult to do when there's so much noise out there with all the other things that they can do. So you want to make a plan. just remember to have a plan. That can be for everything, right? Practice by doing. And what I mean by that is, I'm pretty active on social media. I have a lot of experience on it. I've done things on different platforms, and I'm getting better at it just because I keep trying new things and trying to learn things. So don't be overwhelmed by it. There's ways to help. It's pretty simple when you get started, just keep trying new things. Suggestion is find that social media savvy parent. Maybe you got someone that's really good at taking selfies and posting things online. You can ask that person to post content for you. Have them have ownership of it, and start today. Start now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till September. Lay the groundwork now. Maybe you're starting a new unit. And you only have two kids on the way, and you need 3 more to start a new unit. You can still start a Facebook page promoting a new girl trooper or something like that. Start today. Build the content so people can look back and see what you have. Again, thank you so much for coming tonight. A little bit over our time. I think we had some really great questions here. We are going to post this recording and the slides online. If you have any questions, again, my name is John Whitaker. I'm the field director. Eric Lewis is the field manager that handles the east side of the river. Kim Gifford is the west side. Bethany Mills, our development and marketing director, and also Dan Kniff, our assistant scout executive and chief operating officer. Some other helpful emails that you can utilize: ghv.support. That is for like my.scouting stuff, password reset, things like that. ghv.service, that's the best one to use for insurance. ghv.registration is for membership things, chartering and otherwise. Popcorn, the best fundraiser in the whole world. You can email that one for information. And of course, camping, ghv.camping, great email to use to get information about our camps. Thank you all so very much, and have a good night.